Boss Laymates, it's me, Akenisha, your favorite boutique consultant, and today we are going to continue on my hard truth train that I have been on. I hope you all don't take me as someone that's being mean or like trying to come down on people or anything like that. I just want everyone to like just know the truth, face the truth, know how to handle it, and all of that. So I'm not trying to like come down on anybody or be mean or nothing like that. So please, please, please do not take it that way. I'm not saying anyone has. I just want to put that disclaimer out there, you know. All right. So first things first, if you do not follow me on Instagram, make sure you are following me on Instagram because you're missing out on all the action. I have been doing a weekly giveaway every single Tuesday that I post a video. I do post videos now on Tuesday, Thursdays, but I only do my weekly giveaways on YouTube Tuesdays. So make sure you will follow me there so you can participate in the giveaways that I do there. I give away like assistance, like the last giveaway I did last week, I gave away my online course, the Boutique Blueprint. I teach you how to start a boutique from start to launch, basically, including how to build a Shopify page, MailChimp, change your mindset, pricing, budgeting, inventory, everything. And it is a $100 course, and I gave it away for free. And in the week before that, I gave away my popular masterclass from Lost the Boss. So yeah, make sure you follow me over there. I also had a flash sale last week. I had all my masterclasses be $20 for all of my Instagram followers. They were able to get half off of all of my Instagram services. They were able to get half off of audits, 40% off of online courses. It was a lot. I only did it for one day. The Spirit led me to do it and to like preach a sermon that same day. It was something about that day where the Spirit just led me to help people. So that's what I did that day. So yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Royal_Area325, honey, because you're missing out. All right, so hard truth time. We are going to discuss a few hard truths. I'm just going to tell you some things and we'll go from there. All right, so the very first thing I want you all to realize when you are a new online boutique owner or even a business owner in general, it doesn't have to be a boutique. This is just in general because my mom owns businesses, my dad owns businesses, well, a business. My mom has several businesses. So what we have all come to realize is that your family and friends are not going to be your main supporters and main customers. I cannot tell you how many clients have, or members and Instagram followers and everything else have been in my inbox telling me, Nisha, I cannot believe how many of my friends and family did not buy from me. Girl, I'm not surprised. And I'm going to tell you a couple things about that. One, don't be offended by it. Think about how many of your friends or family may have a business, or not even a business, been selling anything, whether it's a fundraiser from like your little cousin or little niece and nephew or whatever, and you didn't buy anything. Sometimes people are just not interested in what you're selling. They're just not. Like, I have some friends who were selling that wrap thing. I wasn't interested in that. I have friends who do paparazzi. I do buy from one of my good friends. I buy her paparazzi because, one, I just love her and she supports me. So, of course, I get things from her. But at first, I wasn't really interested in buying that from people. What else have people been doing? Anything MLM I don't normally buy. You know what I'm saying? It's just times where people are selling stuff and you're just not interested. So don't take it personally if no one buys from you that you know. It's not that big of a deal because the main reason why it didn't bother me really that much, it did a little bit at first. And then after about a couple months or so, I was just like, F it. My goal isn't to be popular around my hometown. My goal is to be national and international. Forget these people around here. What do I care? Now, family, of course, I didn't say forget family, but, you know, I'm the oldest out of all of my cousins, on my mom's side anyway. And, like, you know, my family's a little bit older, so my clothes aren't really geared towards them. So I'm not really tripping on them not buying. That's not a big of a deal. I did have family members buy my handbags, which, of course, that's great. So, yeah, I don't want you all to stress it when people don't buy from you. There are other ways to support someone who has a business. They can simply like your post. Liking posts and commenting on a post can boost you up in the algorithm. So there's a good one right there. Them sharing your post, that helps you get brand awareness and exposure. So that's another way that someone can support you. Don't think that support has to come from them actually physically buying whatever it is that you're offering, okay? Because it's, like I said, not that serious. Your goal should not be just be well known, or, I mean, like, how much money can you possibly make if you're just selling to people you know? Your goal should be to sell to people you don't know. You want people you don't know to buy from you. So, yeah. All right, next thing. This kind of ties into that. You cannot run your business off people's words. Stop doing or going off of people's words. Because you have so many people that be like, oh, girl, I meant to buy that from you. Or, girl, I need to shop with you. Or, yeah, you should stop that. I'll buy it. You know, all that. Don't believe it. Not saying people are liars. Most people don't mean what they say. They don't. They can see something on Instagram and you could be like, hey, do y'all think I should stop this? And everybody be like, yeah, girl, you need to buy that. And then you stock it and then none of them buy it. So don't do that. Don't think about what people are saying to you. Go by their actions. Now, if it's someone that's saying, yes, stop that, and they are someone who has bought from you time and time again, then yes, listen to them. But if it's like other people, wash your hands of that. Don't even worry about it. So yes, do not try to run your business off of people's words. You need to see the money. That's the only thing. Okay. The next thing, you need to know math. I know it's kind of common sense, but at the same time, it's not, because I don't think people really think about how much math is involved when it comes to running a business, especially a boutique. You need to know margins and profit margins, which means you need to know how to calculate percentages. You need to know, your wholesale price and your retail price, and you need to come up with a formula to take your wholesale price to your retail price. You need to know your conversion rate, which, once again, you need to be dividing things to get to a certain percentage. So you need to know about percentages. You need to know how to get to your profit margin, which, once again, is about percentages. You need to know how to analyze your insights or your analytics that you get from Shopify and Instagram. Facebook now has them too. So that's not really math, but you are learning how to analyze your numbers, which still kind of ties into math. So there's a lot of strategizing, analyzing, and calculating that goes into running a boutique. So I do have a video here on YouTube about boutique math, and then I also have a guide around boutique math. I'll leave those two links in the video description. And then, of course, my masterclass from Lost to Boss, I do go into a lot of detail about boutique math and budgeting and pricing formulas. So, as always, I always recommend that particular class because, like I said, it's one of my most popular ones, and everyone tells me how much they learned from that class. So, yeah, get that class. Hello, Boss Laymates. I had to interrupt the video to ask you a question. Do you want to boss up and take control of your boutique business? Well, guess what? You can grab my popular masterclass called From Lost to Boss for 15% off all month. You can learn boutique math, mindset, budgeting, and so much more. But guess what? You got to act fast because the sale ends on the 31st. All right, let's get back to the video. All right, so next thing, you need to be organized. I love organization. I don't know what it is about organization. It just calms me. Like, even folding clothes and putting them up, that calms me down because I'm organizing them. Like, I love to organize. My desk is almost always organized. Even when I had CDs, I still have my CDs actually, but they were all organized by artists and everything was turned a certain way. And then the CDs were by artists and by when the album came out. And then my closet, for example, is organized by color. It's in color order, and everything are together. It's like all the dresses are together in color order. All the sets are in color order. The jackets, shirts, all that color order. Then my jeans are organized by color order or wash color or whatever. So yeah, I love organizing. But when it comes to your business, you need to be organized in a way where you know what you're going to be doing on what day. You have a certain schedule, like when it comes to ordering inventory, when to sit down and plan out your social media, when to sit down and plan out maybe your budget, things like that. You have to be organized, and in order to be organized, you have to also be disciplined. So that ties into that. You need to be disciplined and you need to be organized. If not, you're not going to be running your business. Your business is going to be running you. So all of that ties in together. So you got to know how to sit down and organize and be disciplined in that, because a lot of sacrifices are going to have to be made in order to make this business of yours successful. So there we go. Another one. This is inevitable. You are going to become frustrated. You are going to want to quit. You are going to become overwhelmed. That is going to happen. I was going to quit in September. Sorry, I'm getting a message. Okay. Yeah. I was going to quit in September. I started my boutique in July. By September, beginning of October, I was like, I'm tired of this. But it was only because I had set such high expectations to myself that they were very unattainable. And I also realized that I was wanting things that I really was not putting in the work to get. And so when I started following my mentor and listening to her, may she rest in peace. I don't know if any of you all know Cece, the 6-figure chick off of Instagram. I followed her, got some of her classes, even though granted it didn't apply to me, like boutique owners at the time, but I still put some of those things into my mindset and things like that is that she taught. But yeah, she passed away. Yeah, and I've been heartbroken over losing her because I just love her. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, I realized that, this is just part of the journey. You're going to come to some realizations. You're going to come to some epiphanies. You're going to have to push through them and pass that test that is coming down from the boutique and business gods. You're going to have to figure out how to get over whatever obstacle you come faced with. And when it comes to you being overwhelmed, frustrated, and everything else, you're going to have to learn how to take a break. Your work will be there tomorrow. Your business will be there tomorrow. Saturdays are my day. I don't work on any business at all. Now, if an order comes in, I may go ahead and pack that order sometimes. But Saturdays are my days because sometimes, my husband's off work. My daughter isn't at school. We have a son now, a baby boy. So that's my day to spend with family. And unless I slack throughout the week, like maybe I didn't do anything all of Tuesday and part of Wednesday, then yeah, I'll work part of Saturday to make up for that. But Saturdays are my day. I need to clear my mind mentally. I need to slow down. I need to take time out for me. And that is what I do. So that really helps when it comes to you being frustrated and overwhelmed because you take that time out mentally. And we all need that. So take mental breaks. You're going to need it. Take social media breaks. You're going to need it. Take whatever type of break you need to take. I even went to a hotel to get away from everything and everybody just so I could have a break. You're going to need it, okay? But don't take that overwhelm and frustration to mean that it's over. You don't need to do it anymore. Just keep pushing, okay? And I'm going to tie that into the next point, which is you need to be willing to learn new things. You need to be open-minded. So if you are frustrated and overwhelmed, something is happening. You need to figure out what it is that you're frustrated about. Why are you overwhelmed? Is it time for you to delegate something to someone else that if you can afford to? Is it time for you to get a mentor or get a class or find like an online course or something to help you figure out why a certain thing in your business is not working? You need to be willing to learn. And a lot of times when it comes to learning, you have to invest. And that is what I had to do. I invested. At one point, I was doing free things because I didn't have, an income coming in yet and all of that. Sorry, I keep getting messages. And all of that. So I did free things. And in the time when I started getting income and then I had got another job and all of that, then I started investing in, mentoring and things like that when it came to running certain things of my business. Because even though I knew what I was doing, I still wanted to see what it was that I didn't know, if you get what I'm saying. Because there are some things that we don't know, that we need to know. So that was what I was doing. But majority of the things that I learned, I already knew. I just needed that push and that motivation by someone to just keep going and seeing that I was already on the right track. It was a lot of me doubting myself and me being such a perfectionist that I really just became insecure for no reason, even though I was doing what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you need to be willing to learn. So you need to find someone to learn from. Granted, if you're watching this, you're obviously already doing that because you're learning from me. All right. And so the last thing we're going to say or talk about with the hard truth is, I have a video about this already. Discounts are not going to solve your problem. If you are not selling your inventory, I want to tie this into what I talked about in my other video as well. But if your inventory is not selling, there are two things you don't need to do. One, you don't need to just automatically assume that people don't like what I'm selling. I'm going to buy something else because that's the problem. They don't like it. No, something's wrong. And I'm going to tell you what's wrong. But let me get to the other part first. So if something's not selling, or a lot of things aren't selling, once again, the answer to that problem is not, let me just mark it all down and get rid of it and buy something else. No, discounts are not going to solve your problem. Buying more inventory is not going to solve your problem. You need to, once again, learn what is going wrong or what is broken in your business. You need to figure out what it is that you don't know, and fix the problem. Because you don't have an inventory problem. I had this in a post on Instagram. You don't have an inventory problem. You have a selling problem. You have a marketing problem. You have some sort of problem that you're not fixing. Because if you get more inventory, that ain't going to sell either. Because you don't know what you're doing. Something is wrong. So you need to, once again, be willing to learn, be willing to invest, and figure out what is going wrong in your business. Learn how to sell, learn how to promote, learn buyer psychology, learn how to change your mindset, learn how to be social on Instagram the right way so that way you attract people, learn how to get more exposure and more brand awareness. Those are the things that are going to get you website traffic, profile traffic, and of course, sales. So you need to be figuring out what the problem is and not just discounting things and not just getting more inventory. Okay, so to recap, the hard truths are, your family and friends will not be your main customers. You cannot run your business off people's words. You need to know math. You need to be organized and disciplined. You will become frustrated and overwhelmed, but that's okay. You need to be willing to learn, and you need to also understand that discounts and buying more inventory will not solve all of your problems. All right, so the next video that I have coming up, this has been something that has been requested. I was actually going to do this video a little bit later because there was something else I was going to do in order to prepare for it, but I just changed my mind because I just wasn't in the mood to do it. So the next video is going to be all about buying off of Alibaba. So we're going to chit chat about that. I have used Alibaba before. I've used AliExpress before. We're going to talk about the pros and cons, how to shop with it, how to find good vendors, how to stay away from bad vendors, all that stuff. So it may be a little long, but it's going to be worth it, I promise. So make sure you all like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to turn on that notification bell by tapping that little bell if you're not aware how to do so, and that way you will know when I post the next video about how to shop on Alibaba. All right, so I will see you all in the next video. Unless you're following me on Instagram, I will see you over there. Bye.